As said by Albert Einstein, the value of a college education is not the learning of many facts, but the training of the mind to think. This quote captures the purpose of a formal education. The way you think about the financial, emotional, and social benefits of college can determine whether you stay the course or not. The college degree takes a lot of hard work and a lot of money, but it always pays off. I come from a long line of involved educators and extensively researched for this speech. Today I would like to persuade you to stay committed to the completion of your college degree for the good of family, community, and country, even when you feel like giving up. Being in college is hard in many ways, and most students question why they are trying to get a college degree at some point during their college experience. There are many reasons to complete your college degree, but before I get into them, I'd like you to look at the chart that I passed out. This chart shows the projections of the jobs that will be available for workers with post-secondary education from 1973 to 2008. And as you can see, the dark red is the high school dropouts. The light red is the high school graduates. The light blue is the associate's degree. The royal blue is the bachelor's degree, and the dark blue is the master's degree. And as you can see, 1973, there were way more job opportunities for high school dropouts and high school graduates. But as they project in 2018, they think that there will be a lot more jobs that only people with a college education will be able to do. So on the 1973, there was only a 28% of jobs that you had to have a college education for. And then in 2018, they project that it will be 63% by then. If you don't have a college education, you won't be able to get 63% of jobs, which is a big difference. So it is very important to get a college education. That is one of the main reasons. And there's reasons to complete your college education that are tangible and intangible reasons. Let's start with the tangible reasons. You'll be empowered as an agent in your own life, more educated about the things that impact your day-to-day life, such as how to read a lease, handling the finances for your family, and things like that. You'll have a lifetime of increased opportunities. More job openings, promotions, benefits, and flexibility in your job. So being able to get a promotion, like if you're in a job that you might not like that much and an opportunity becomes available that is higher up, but you must have a college education for it. If you have a college education, then you won't have to worry about it. But if you don't have a college education, you'll have to do the job that you might not like as much because you're not qualified to do anything else. And you'll obviously make more money. You'll always be marketable if you have a college education. You're more likely to have health and retirement benefits. Because with a job that you might get, that a high school dropout might get, or someone who just has a high school education, they might not have health and retirement benefits, which most of them do not. And you'll be far less likely to be unemployed because degrees can do many different jobs. So if you lose one job, you might be able to get another one. And the intangible reasons for getting a college education, there's many of those also. You'll lead a more self-empowered life. You're more likely to be satisfied with your job. You're more likely to reach your children, which makes your children more prepared for school than other children. And it's also proven that people with degrees are a lot healthier. And you can be a source of change for others because degrees that are service-oriented usually require a college degree. And jobs like being a teacher, being a scientist, doctor, lawyers, you have to have a college degree for that. And that helps out the community in many ways. All those do. You'll have more access to resources. In addition to the financial resources you'll have access to through your higher income and alumni work and stuff like that. You'll have future opportunities. Having an undergraduate degree will allow you to pursue your dreams once you realize where they are going. Without a college degree, it's hard for many to pursue the job that they actually want, something that they actually enjoy, because those jobs usually require a college education. And you'll have a strong sense of pride in self. I mean, if you get a college degree, and you'll have a lot of pride just knowing that you got through it, first of all. But if you go and get a job, you'll be confident because you'll know that you're qualified for that job. Instead of going in there and being like, will I be able to do this? Am I qualified? Like many people without a college education worry about. And you'll also be an ideal citizen. The fact that there's such a big payoff for society is why there's so much at stake in getting students to finish college for our country. It's a big deal. Society as a whole benefits from well-educated citizens. A highly educated workforce is widely acknowledged as essential for the U.S. to remain competitive in the global economy. Many lower-skilled jobs are being shipped overseas, and computers do much of the repetitive work now. And as the years go on, our country's going to become more and more technologically oriented, so there's not going to be as many repetitive jobs for people to do who don't have a college education. And what's left are more complex tasks that require people to solve problems and work together, which people without a college education usually aren't going to be picked to do those jobs, unless it's pretty simple and doesn't pay that well. It's less a matter of standing in front of a machine and doing the same thing over and over again, and more about exploiting the machine, interacting with customers, and interacting with your coworkers. Workers across a range of occupations need better communication and problem-solving skills than they used to. The percentage of Americans who have college degrees has been rising. About 32% of people from ages 25 to 32 have a college degree now, as to about 24% not too long ago in the early 1980s. So, I mean, we are rising, but not quickly enough. And that's definitely not enough, says economist Tony Carnevale. He projects that by the year 2018, the United States will need at least 22 million more people to have college degrees in order to meet the growing demand for educated workers. Other countries are now doing a better job getting people to go to college and graduate. We do not want to fall behind the other countries, like China, Russia, all those places, because China's already about to take over. We need to stand strong in our at least in our education, and know that we can go up against the big boys. In an increasingly competitive global economy where education matters more than ever, we are definitely falling behind, and we can't have that. So finish college. So now let's take a look at what you can expect with and without a college education. Based on a collaboration of research and statistical data, the publication Education Pays demonstrates that a college degree empowers both the individual and society. People with a college degree are more likely to be employed and to earn more than others. They have greater access to healthcare and to pensions. More educated people are more likely to engage in healthy behaviors, to be active and engaged citizens, and to be in positions to provide better opportunities to their children. Problems arise when an individual, community, or society refuse to see the necessity of a college education. The image of trying to support a family on a minimum wage job without benefits resonates most strongly. Whether it's a cashier at Target, McDonald's, Walmart, or anything like that, the truth is that without higher education, the development of the entire country would become stagnant. As you can easily see, the financial, emotional, and social value of a college education is priceless. The need for higher education in America is simple. The technological, scientific, and global advancement of the United States depends on the higher education background of today's youth. Yes, that's you. For students, succeeding academically, professionally, and the possibility of standing on one's own feet is why a non-negotiable personal commitment must be made by you to complete your college degree. Nelson Mandela said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world." You can change the world. You just have to get that college education. So let's all go get it done.